Welcome to my channel. Today we are discussing why fast food sucks now. This is a series where I look at things that used to be great but aren't anymore. This could be something simple like why chocolate chip cookies are as good as they used to be, or something more complex like why Spider-Man sucks now. So sit back, grab some snacks, and enjoy. I'm going to start this list off with a little guessing game. Here are pictures of several popular fast food locations without their logos. See if you can name them. The first one isn't too hard. We've got the golden arches, a coffee cup and a red roof. That's McDonald's. The next one looks like it could use a bit of a cleanup. There's a blue background, a cartoon character holding a burger, and a guy holding up a soda. That's Burger King. This one was tricky. I had to look at the shape of the building, the colors and the placement of the windows to figure out that this was Taco Bell. This one was easy. A guy in a chef's hat pointing to a sandwich. That's Subway. This one's tricky. It doesn't look very inviting. There's a bird in the logo, and the color scheme is brown and yellow. Is this Popeyes? And finally, we've got this. Is this Wendy's? Well, thanks for playing. How did you do? Now, some of you may have gotten them all right, but I'll bet most of you had a few wrong. And the reason you got them wrong isn't because you don't know fast food. It's because the way fast food looks now doesn't have much personality. It's hard to describe the differences between these places. They all sort of cookie-cutter style buildings that have swapped out any fun design work for blandness. When I was younger, these were brightly colored buildings with fun atmospheres. These days, they're just blah. You can walk into a Burger King in one town and compare it to a Burger King in another place and see no difference. Part of this is because there's less competition. In the 80s and 90s, fast food restaurants competed to offer the best service and the coolest decor to attract customers. Now they don't need to because there isn't anyone else offering the same thing. If you want a burger, fries, and a milkshake, you're going to go to McDonald's. No matter how bad they treat you, you'll go back because there aren't any other options. In addition to losing their identities, fast food restaurants have also lost their values. I mean, think about the words fast food. The point of fast food was to get a good tasting meal as quickly as possible for a low price. But now, fast food is neither fast nor cheap. It's slower than sit-down restaurants, and prices are comparable to those restaurants too. The only thing that's similar between fast food now and fast food then is the word food. And honestly, I question that. The biggest difference between fast food now and fast food then is that fast food used to be tasty. I'm not saying it was high cuisine, but it had flavor. Now it tastes like the cheapest ingredients possible, prepared by someone who hates their job. Fast food chains are still cooking up new items all the time, but none of them taste good. Have you ever gone through the drive-thru and gotten something new just to try it, and it ends up tasting awful? Then you end up throwing it away. Chances are you've thrown away more fast food than you've eaten recently. But fast food wasn't just about the food. It was about the experience, too. When I was a kid, we would go to McDonald's after church on Sundays, and I would get the kids' meal with chicken nuggets and a chocolate milk. And my favorite part of those meals was the toys. I collected all of these little figurines and the cool things that they came with. And when I grew up, I traded them in with my friends. One thing that I really miss about fast food restaurants is the decor. I remember going to the local Kentucky Fried Chicken and staring at their ceiling as a kid and thinking how awesome it was. They had all these colorful tubes that hung from the ceiling and looked like shiny metal straws. I was fascinated by them. Most fast food restaurants had fun designs to keep customers happy. These days, they're just trying to keep customers fed. And speaking of kids, fast food used to be a lot more kid-friendly. All the restaurants had playgrounds. There was always a place for kids to go and let off some energy while their parents ate. And there were never any problems until someone decided that there needed to be a problem. In 1983, a 7-year-old boy named James Curl was injured on the monkey bars at McDonald's. His family sued McDonald's for his injuries, and they won. This led to a string of lawsuits against fast food restaurants for anything that could remotely be considered dangerous, including jungle gyms. These lawsuits caused fast food restaurants to remove all of their kid-friendly equipment. This led to a change in our society. Kids are less active now, and the obesity rate is increasing. Many people would argue that removing the playgrounds was a terrible mistake. Even if a kid gets hurt, it was their parents' responsibility to watch them. Parents can't watch their kids 24/7, even if they're at McDonald's. Injuries happen, and sometimes there's nothing that you can do to prevent it. One of the main reasons that so many people love fast food is that it's supposed to be convenient. It's supposed to be quick and easy. But these days, it's neither. There's nothing worse than going through the drive-thru and having to wait forever for your food. You feel like you're stuck in a parking lot limbo. You coo you ain't leave because you have gotten your food, and you coo you ain't go anywhere else because you VA already committed to this restaurant. Sometimes the line is so bad that you consider walking out without your food just to get back on the road. And when you finally get home, you realize that your food isn't even hot anymore. Fast food has changed over the years, and not for the better. Some people might say that fast food has unchanged at all, and that it's always been garbage, but I disagree. I remember when fast food was tasty, when it was cheap, and when it was quick. Back when restaurants competed for your business, they put effort into what they did. These days, they don't have to. They're all middle-of-the-road restaurants that serve mediocre food and nothing more. So what's my conclusion here? Are fast food restaurants all bad? No, not all of them. Some of them are still pretty good. Most fast food restaurants have learned how to stay in business, and even though they may not be as good as they used to be, they're still better than the alternatives. There are a few select businesses that are still trying to bring back the glory days of fast food, but they're few and far between. And even if there was a fast food restaurant that was still good, would you go there? Would you trade in your old Toyotas for a brand new Lamborghini if it cost the same amount of money? Of course you wouldn't. The allure of fast food is that it's fast, cheap food. Why would you pay for quality when you don't have to? Thank you for watching my video on why fast food sucks now. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, have a great day.